for him. But somebody who had a really great game is now sitting with us, one Maxime Vachier-Lagrave, bouncing back the way Jeffrey did yesterday, had a loss. Maxime, it must have been tough yesterday, getting good sleep. This is exactly what the doctor ordered, though, coming back today.
Well, I mean, I slept, I'm not influenced too much generally by losses. I know that I need to sleep well, so. But of course, yesterday was a very tough game. I mean, Lanier played extremely well. I made a mistake, from my not remembering my files and.
Was Queen E8 in your files?
I mean, like. You're insulting my coach by asking this question.
Just had to,
just checking.
No insult intended.
But anyway, today was also very tough in the beginning because Darius was blitzing moves one after another. But I had this feeling that I had looked at all of this and, I couldn't remember his moves. So like this Queen H4, for instance, came as a surprise. But at least I could sort of remember my moves and find over the board that everything I was doing was sensible, especially this knight d2, knight c4, I think switched the momentum of the game because suddenly the position gets easier to play for me, and for a while it was not the case.
Knight d2, let's bring that on the board. We said today is the Knight's tour because Jeffrey's knight,
I've seen that.
You saw that as well, flew around the board. Your knight started the game on b1. Looks for a moment like it was maybe headed back to b1 when you played knight d2, of course. It got to the c4 square. You just comfortably gave away your light square bishop back, gave back your light square bishop, I should say, and also sacrificed the pawn. Tell us why you assessed this so easily as it would be good for you.
Well, I knew it wouldn't be bad for starters, and the bishop on b6 suddenly likes squares, like cues. The pawn on f4 turns out to be a weakness in the end, and I got great control over not only the e file, over the diagonal with the bishop inevitably. So that's why I thought Darius should have played d takes c3 when he had the chance with the bishop on c1. This I was almost certain.
Let's go back to that position. You're saying
instead of
playing d8 here.
I mean, or d3. d3 was also I was also looking at quite seriously. Both with the ideas to hinder my bishop, because once I get this bishop on d2 and I do threaten to take on d4, it suddenly gets very tough.
Maxime, if I may, he played a kind of a counterintuitive move here, c7 takes b6. What was your intentions
Here I want c takes d4.
C takes d4, c5.
Yeah, and now queen takes f4.
Ah, that's simple. Queen takes f4, okay.
Because now the pawn on c. I mean, there has to be a reason for c takes b6.
Right. It was just an extraordinary thing right here at this exact moment. I'm sure queen f4 is advantage for you. The computer has suggested the move a4, and we just give away our Grandmaster title.
You're laughing too. Thank goodness you're laughing too.
Yeah.
These kind of moves that don't come to our minds.
This is the computer.
Nothing to say, huh?
Beautiful, right. I mean, if you had looked at this, we were going to ask the security to warn you once again. But
a4 is either a very bad player's move or too great.
Yeah, exactly. One of the two. But now things were definitely going your way. Here you've taken the pawn on a7, which was an excellent move.
I could take on g7, but then knight takes c3.
Yes.
And if rook g4, then my rook is kind of stuck on g4, like queen f6 will always threaten h5, so I should take with the pawn on c3,
right.
King g7, pawn takes d4, pawn takes d4. And of course I'm better, but I thought it's much more difficult for Darius to play with both my rooks coming to the 7th rank and so on.
You made the right decision, no question about it.
Yeah, and I thought he should play something like rook d6, rook e1 h6, and get his rook to g6, but it is ugly.
Right, something like this, what you're just, this was in your view, the way he had to struggle?
Oh, Queen F6, but I mean something like.
Right.
But of course it is pretty bad. But in the game, well, it's a bit unlucky, of course, that this endgame is totally lost after e4 rook d3 queen takes f4, because it could happen that you get back this b5 pawn, but you don't because of the back rank mate. So.
Right. So a big comeback for you. You're back in first place. Up and down, down and up.
I mean, I don't count comebacks when it is 1-4 to 1-5. So I will count a comeback if I'm in first place after 1-9.
Okay. Well, I was going to try to project a little bit. You get a rest day to play.
Yeah, that will be nice. Lots of things to do. Maybe some tennis also, and some rest, talking with my coach, having fun with my friends online, that I haven't seen for too long, because I've not been to France for so long. But hanging out and preparing mentally to be very focused for the second half.
All right, we'll let you get to that preparation. Great comeback game, but we know you have more in you. Congratulations.
Thank you.